Hi, everybody. Carla Shields here coming at you with a question. There's what in my makeup? This topic of what is in makeup is becoming more and more of an issue, isn't it? I guess on WCNC.com, there was an advertising, well, not an advertising, little story that aired about asbestos being found in a certain company's makeup across the nation, and it's a real concern. And you can look it up yourself. I don't want to get into the name of the company. It's out there. Feel free to look it up, WCNC.com. And this actually happened a while back, but the FDA, it was investigated, and there's still some of this product on the shelves being sold right now. And I'm sure, I can't say for certain, but I would feel pretty comfortable that the ingredients label on the back of this makeup probably doesn't say asbestos. Is number 4 ingredient, asbestos. No, I tend to think not. And some of these products, what really concerns me and a lot of my fellow people that are in the beauty industry is that some of these products are being, it's bad enough for adults, okay, but some of them are being marketed and sold to kids. It's a real issue. It's a real concern. And yes, I've talked about one of the reasons I went to my company here. Although the last company was very good about this, it's really a concern to me about cleanliness, sanitation. Are the ingredients safe? Whether it's natural or not natural, I'm not going to go into that on this live, but how products are made is a real issue. How they are marketed is a real issue. Have you gone into stores and seen the samples that you can try of makeup? Honey, I don't go near them, and I recommend you don't either. There's also something out there on the interwebs about the fact that they have taken some of these so-called tester products with eyeshadow, blush, whatever, and had them tested, and they found E. coli in them and God knows what else. I mean, you've got people dipping their fingers in there, and you mean to tell me that all these people have just sanitized their hands before they did that, honey? No. If you ever get a sample from yours truly, you can rest assured it's a sealed sample. Something that is fresh, new, has not been touched by another person, including myself. I've been in this business a long time, and one of the first things I learned, when I was in the MK company, I'm not gonna say who, but I'm sure y'all can figure that out, is you have packages that you can use for samples, and you have tools that anybody in makeup knows, you can pull out with a spatula, pull out with a tester brush, and you don't use these again. You give them to the people, okay, on their little palette. We used to have little I don't know, wells to put the product. So someone would try a little skincare, and they'd have all the goodies from the cleanser to the mask to whatever else they were going to sample. And then same with the makeup colors, everything would be in this styrofoam tray, or now a lot of people might use something more elaborate, or they might use something as simple as wax paper. It doesn't matter to me what you're using. What matters to me is that you're being safe. Makeup is something that people, women, mostly women, guys sometimes too, but I use on a daily basis, and it's just not funny that we have products on the shelves right now that the FDA cannot mandate a recall about under the current laws of the U.S. The last time the U.S. cosmetic laws were updated was 1938. Honey, that's 20 years older than me, and I ain't a kid. I mean, this is frightening. So yeah, one of the reasons I'm in the company I am in is I'm gonna just read a few things real quick, just to give you an idea. I'm not saying all makeup, by the way, or cosmetics or skincare that is made in the U.S. Would fall under that purview. I don't believe that for a moment. I know there are very many good companies, conscientious companies that are very serious about, hey Sarah, hi Linda, that are very serious about what they put in their packaging, how things are made. They take the end consumer into, in very seriously. They don't want to hurt. They want a business. They don't want to hurt you. But the fact that there's this well-known store across the U.S. That is selling packaged makeup in adorable, cute little containers to kids, so that kids can try makeup. This is just that's on my no list. Okay, you just don't do that. You just don't do that. And I know some of my fellow influencers have put the article out there, and I'm like, no, I want to talk to my friends about this. I want to make sure they hear this. So if they know anybody with kids, or they know anybody that shops at these stores, y'all go to WCNC.com. Just check out asbestos in products, and you'll see this. And please pass the word along to your friends, adults or kids, because it's frightening. It's just frightening. How many of us might want to save a few bucks on a product, and we pick something up saying, oh, this looks great, the colors look good and whatnot, and this would be cute for Susie or Janie, or maybe something for the holidays, or for the stocking stuff, or for ourselves as a little extra. And wow, the damage, it's bad enough that the ingredients in the US are limited to less than 20. Chemicals that are under the purview required not to be used in the United States is under 20. The company I represent is 1,328 chemicals, because they are made in Europe. They are designed and manufactured in the laboratory environment. They have no formaldehyde, phosphates, phthalates. They are under no GMOs. There are no animal ingredients, no animal testing, all the good things, all the good things. I'm telling you, it's just amazing. Safe. I have one of my friends that actually signed on here and knows all too well about cancer in her family, all too well. And the last thing we need to be doing to try to make someone feel beautiful is to pass these ingredients into their system that can cause, not saying it does for everyone, but it's been proven. There are some really good name makeup brands out there that are still using some scary ingredients that y'all probably don't know about. I mean, I only learned because of the fact that I've been with a couple of companies, and one of them was a Sweet Minerals. Okay, I'm not supposed to mention other company names, but I have to, because it's a great company. All right, and with these people, I learned about a competitor that is really big and uses an ingredient in their product that I don't know how many women, hundreds of thousands of women use every day as a foundation. And this ingredient is frightening. It's a known carcinogen. So, and how many? That's just a couple. How many things? Body washes, shampoos, cleansers, soaps are we using that we don't know if they're safe? Is it time that the U.S. makes a change in the laws? Absolutely. But in the meantime, we have to be protectors of our own, right? We have to be guardians of our own and look out for ourselves and our loved ones, because this just is totally unacceptable. Totally unacceptable. Pharmacy, Sarah, thank you. That's why Europe's products are better, because they regulate the products better, and I can't agree more. I definitely agree with this. The EU definitely does a much better job at mandating these things than we do, and it's one of the reasons why I'm with the company I am, because I believe in safety first. You can have 42 colors in all the shades, from glitter to white to black. You can have the best foundations and all of this stuff, but if it's not safe, what good is it? There are many companies, as I said, in this country that take this very seriously, and their products are extremely safe, and they would never send out samples that aren't safe and packaged properly. If you go into a store and you're trying samples, please, please, please don't dip your hands, don't dip your spatula, I don't care if they give you a fresh sponge or a single-use swab to use, Q-tip, whatever. Just don't. I don't care if it's the top of the line store, a very well-known store that sells makeup, high-end makeup. Please don't, because you don't know who's been there that maybe didn't use that spatula. You don't know what they had on their hands. It's been proven over and over and over time again that as careful as people try to be in those stores, and I'm sure that they do, try to sanitize their palettes and stuff, but you can't catch everybody when you're, especially in a busy day, right? You just can't. I mean, we're human beings. You're not going to catch everybody, and you can't walk up to a potential customer. Did you sanitize your hands first? I mean, so one of the first things I learned in this industry is definitely, if you're going to do a facial, that's what we used to call it, do a facial for someone, to let them try. And I still go by this, one-on-ones. If I sit down with someone to try products, I want them to have fresh, clean products that I don't use. And, I might use wax paper, I might use paper plate. It doesn't matter what you use. But the fact is, it's going to be clean. And you need to be sure that you're trying these products in a safe environment with a safe, spatula to your paper where you're going to pick it up from, and it's safe for you. If you're trying someone else's makeup, someone gives you makeup because they don't need it, they don't use it, I'll tell you, there's very, very, very few people on this planet I have ever given makeup to that I have used. There are actually, I think, 3 of them. My mom and 2 other female relatives. And only because I know it's good, I know it's safe, and I would never do that with anyone else just because it's not right. I share with them because they can use it, and I maybe used it once, and I'm not going to use those products again, but I know they're clean, I know they're safe, and they're fresh. They're within the timeline. Another thing, a lot of packaging now is requiring that they put a little bullet on the bottom of the package or something saying how long the products are good for. Mascara, if you've got mascara older than 3 months, ladies, throw it out. You're putting bacteria on your eyelashes. I don't care how clean you are. You're gonna get that, and then you're gonna end up with styes and all kinds of awful, icky things. Or maybe you'll be lucky and you won't, but it's just, mascara is not that expensive a product. Please ditch it. 3 months is the outside timeline that you should be using these products. It's a real thing with me about safety. I mean, I love my makeup, and I love helping people find what works for them to make them feel more confident about how they look and how they present themselves, or if they just want to play with different things. I love it. I really enjoy it. And I know what it's like to be on the receiving end of that too, and what a difference it can make in my outlook or my purview. But please be safe. Check that out, WCNC.com. It's just frightening. Asbestos in pallets that are being sold to adults and children. Frightening, and the government can't, the FDA can't do anything about it. They can't mandate a recall, and you'd think that these stores would definitely take these products off their shelves. I mean, who would want to keep these products on their shelves, knowing that this ingredient has been proven to be in these pallets? Well, what? They're still on the shelves right now. Frightening. I'm not saying in every franchise of this store. I'm sure that many probably did take them down because they care about, their customers and don't want that. But I guess it's said that they still are in many stores. Frightening, just frightening stuff. So one of my friends has suggested I do. Yes, someone's barking, Khaleesi. She hears anything, she barks. My Pomeranian. She's amazing. But my little watchdog. But please be safe, folks. I don't want anything bad to happen to my friends, and bad things happen as it is. We certainly don't need to be contributing to it unknowingly. So take this for whatever it's worth. Check it out, please. And if you know anyone that shops in these stores, maybe pass the word along for their own safety. That's really about all I had to say tonight. It just felt like it had to get out there, and I wish you all the best. Love you all. Be well. Be safe. Bye. Take care. Till next time.